Hello, welcome to Community Viewpoint. I'm your host for this segment, Maria Guerra, and we are here for part 2 with the awesome Carla Began and Angela Rhodes. And they are talking about some serious issues, and we're very lucky to have such awesome ladies working on these issues here in Pahrump with the coalition and the school district. And so I'm going to let you guys take it from there and tell us all about this part, reiterate, and then tell us all about the other part of the grant.
Sure. So I'm overseeing a grant which we have received at Nye Communities Coalition from the Department of Health and Human Services regarding the child death review. So we've already talked about that. There are 3 components of education that we'd like to get out to the community. One is crib safety, one is drowning prevention, and the third one that we'd like to talk about tonight is suicide prevention. So at Nye Communities Coalition, we do a signs of suicide survey with all high school students in Nye, Esmeralda, and Lincoln counties every year. And the most recent statistics I have are from 2019. That survey of Nye, Esmeralda, and Lincoln counties teenagers, high school students, showed that 21.1% of all students had seriously considered suicide in the previous 12 months. That's the highest rate in the state of Nevada. So we, and that was before the pandemic. And so we know that rates of suicide amongst our high schoolers has risen. And we also know that suicide attempts have risen during the pandemic. So it's really important that we talk about this stuff. So as part of the grant that I'm overseeing, we have started a suicide prevention club at Pahrump Valley High School. And it's called I Am the Change. And Angela Rhodes is the advisor for that club. And she's going to talk about what that club entails.
Great, thank you. We have students participating in the club from 9th grade to 12th grade. We meet once a week, every Wednesday, either virtually or in person. We want to make sure that all students have an opportunity to participate who would like to. The club has been excellent in providing, first off, some socialization for the participants. After the first meeting, I heard one of the participants say, wow, that was the longest time that I've spent with someone my own age in a very long time. So we're getting really positive feedback from the participants in that area. We are also providing some SEL or social emotional learning for our participants. Just like techniques to reduce stress, maybe some real simple meditation techniques, and it gives them an open forum to discuss issues surrounding mental health issues and also stigma. The goal of the group is to increase mental health awareness and reduce stigma. We are doing a couple of different projects. The first being our kindness rocks that have positive messages on them. So we've been working on that for the past few weeks. The students have been painting their hearts out on these rocks. We'll be hiding them or placing them throughout the campus so that we could spread the word with a positive message. So that is the first project that we're going to be finishing up actually next week. We are going to be placing the rocks. And then the next project that we have scheduled is our mental health awareness art gallery. So this is something that is really going to be fun. We have our first piece actually already submitted. But we're also including our staff members. We've had a couple of staff members that have actually volunteered to give us a piece of artwork, whether that's a painting, mixed media, sculpture. And then our art teacher here has agreed to include that in her curriculum as part of her curriculum. So our art classes are also going to participate. And our students that are in our I Am the Change Club will be placing the art pieces in the fronts of each of our buildings. So at the very front of the school.
That's awesome.
And then also in the back of the school. So after spring break, when our staff and students return, they will be welcomed by these wonderful pieces of art that are going to highlight the importance of mental health awareness. And they'll show a story of how mental illness has impacted their lives.
I think that is something that everybody needs to kind of put to the front of their mind nowadays. I mean, in all age groups, and especially the kids. And I think the kids, I liked how the student said that was the longest time they spent with somebody their own age. And they need each other. Kids need school and they need each other. And I have a question. If there's children that are just like completely homeschooled, or children that are going to like the alternative school, is all the kids, if they're in 9th through 12th, can they participate even if they don't go to Front Valley High?
Right now, we just have it at Front Valley High School. I also am working at Pathways Innovative Education a couple of days a week.
Okay.
And I do provide SEL lessons there. So it's not the same,
Cool.
the same thing, but hopefully if we'll continue the same work next year, and we can open that up to other students as well.
But you're there, so if somebody reaches out and needs something, like you're there to help, give them those coping skills and give them ideas on different projects they can do. I think art is really cathartic for them too. I think that's awesome.
Absolutely.
I love the art gallery idea. That's so great. That's so great.
Our Nye County School District has done an amazing job with placing people such as myself, which I'm a school social worker. I'm a licensed social worker. We have mental health professionals at all of the schools. Every school has access.
Awesome. That is awesome. That is so awesome. And so I think, is there other schools doing this? It sounds like you guys are like piloting this, and hopefully other schools will like pick this up and, just spread it across the state and then the nation, with all this good work you're doing.
Absolutely. We're thankful that we have this opportunity to, be the pilot for this project. I think our participants have come up with some amazing ideas, and that's what we went with, was our students' ideas. So hopefully, we are able to continue this next year and it spreads. I think it's just been a really excellent opportunity for Front Valley High School, as well as our students, our participants, our general student population as well.
To be the change. I love the name too. I love that.
I am the
and
change.
If that is awesome. I think we have about 2 minutes. Is there some contact information that we can put out? So if somebody wanted more, maybe a parent wants more information about the program, or somebody's watching this and they go to Front Valley High and they want to participate, who can they contact? So they can contact you at the school, but go ahead and give us that information on how they can further research it.
Sure, absolutely. I can be reached at Front Valley High School at 775-727-7737. My direct extension is 3024. Candace Mitchell is also a co-facilitator. She can also be reached at the high school. And either one of us can be emailed. My email is arhodes, RHODES, @nyschools.org. Or Candace Mitchell is C Mitchell, MITCHELL, @nyschools.org.
That's awesome. I wish you so much success, and for all the kids to be happy, and if they need help, to get the help they need. And thank you so much for all the great work that you're both doing in the community. And anything you ever want to get out, you're always welcome to be here on Community Viewpoint, and forward all the stuff, and we'll have it on our Facebook page for our viewers as well. And if they want to visit any of this video, they can find us on YouTube, and you guys can share it as well. Thank you so much for being on. Thank you, Angela. Thank you, Carla. I really appreciate you both.
Thank you for having us on, Maria. It's really important information. You know, we gotta bind together as a community and save our kids.
Yes, and that's one thing that Pahrump is really good at. So I'm really glad that you are piloting it, because I think they picked two of the best ladies to do it. So I think it's great. Thank you so much. And everybody have a nice, safe weekend. And like I said, like us on Facebook and go on NYCC and like their pages on all their social media sites. And have a great, safe weekend. Good night.
Walking like a one-man army, fighting with the shadows in your head, living out the same old moment, knowing you'd be better off instead. If you could only say what you need to say what you need to say.
1 in 6 adults has a mental illness, and we face a stigma that can be as painful as the disease itself. Change a mind about mental illness, and you can change a life.
Say what you need to